I will fight your fight. Hello, hello, hello to all my uniques out there. This is your favorite girl, Akudo. Welcome to another video. For today, we are going to talk about, should I introduce my child to my man? Should I introduce my child to my girl? To all my returning subscribers in Jibiri, hello, welcome back. For those of you that are not part of my family, what are you waiting for? You watch all the videos, you might as well come join us. You see that red button right here below the video that says subscribe? Click on that button. Wait for the notification bell. Click on that one too so you will be the first to see my videos once they drop. Now, let's jump right into it. One of my sisters, let me find the email. One of my sisters wrote an email to your baby, your friend, your sister Unique. She wanted to ask, I have been dating this guy for 3 months. He told me he loves me. We have been trying to see where this will take us, but I have a problem. I have a 3-year-old son from my previous marriage. When is the right time to introduce this man to my child? When and how should I go about doing it? I love him and I know he loves me too. So he has been asking to meet my son. What should I do, Miss Unique? My sister, Ngwa, grab your chair, grab your popcorn, grab a cup of juice, your water, whatever you're drinking. Now let's gather around the table. For my brothers at the back, well, what do you need to grab? Grab something. Something to eat, something to drink. Come around, let's all gather and let's talk about this. Number one, my sister, you do not, what did I say? You do not introduce your child to any man or any woman if you are not sure of what you're doing. Everybody that comes, Mr. A comes and say, oh, I love you. Can I meet your son? You introduce him to your son. 3 months down the line, something happens. Mr. A is gone. Then Mr. B comes. Oh, I love you. We have been dating for 3 months. Can you introduce me to your son? You do. 3 months after, Mr. B is gone. Do you know what kind of trauma, what kind of thing you're putting your son through? Today is Mr. A. The next 3 months is Mr. B. The next 4 months is Mr. C. The next 6 months is Mr. D. The next 8 months is Mr. E. You are confusing your child, my sister. I want you to listen and listen good. If you are trying to date somebody, you are in the process of getting married to somebody, you're in the process of getting to know somebody, it is okay. You go do you. Can we leave the child out of it? Go do you. If he wants to meet your son, tell him, honey, it's not yet time for you to meet my son. There are 3 things you should consider. I'm not going to tell you when. I can't say 3 months. I can't say 4 months. I can't say 5 months. I don't know how many months. But I want you to put on your thinking cap and listen to these 3 things. Number one, you must be sure of what you're doing. What are you doing? Are you just having fun? Are you just going out there and trying to test the dating life? Are you just out there trying to see, oh, are you still beautiful? Can you still get a guy? What are you doing? Are you sure of who this person is? Do you know who this person is? What are you doing? Number one, you must be sure of what you are doing, not what you're thinking. I was telling one of my sisters that was asking me, oh, I love him, I love him, I love him. And I asked him this critical question. And I'm going to ask you the same question, my sister. Are you in love with him or are you in love with the idea of loving him? Those are 2 different things. You might be in love with somebody for who they are, or you might be in love with what you want him to be, but that is not real. Sometimes we are in love with the idea of coupled up. Sometimes we are in love with the idea of that's my man, that's my girl. So we are in love with that idea of we are in a relationship, we are dating. Are you really in love or are you in love with the idea of being in love? That is the first question, my sister. You have to be sure of what you're doing. You have to be sure of what you're doing. Don't take anything to your son until you know exactly what you're doing. The second thing I would like you to think about, hold on a second. The second thing I would like you to think about is, the first one is, are you sure? The second one, is it safe to introduce your child to that man? Is it safe? Safe emotionally? Is it safe socially? Is it safe psychologically? Is it safe physically to introduce him to your child? A man you are dating in 3 months and he can't control his anger. He's always, whenever he gets angry, he goes off the handle. He throws things, he screams, he yells. Is that somebody you want to introduce to your son after dating him for 3 months? Do you want to do that, mama? I want you to take a good look and think. Is it safe to introduce your child to him? What do you know about this man? What exactly do you know about this man? Apart from what you said here, he loves me and I love him. What else do you know about this man? Do you know his background? Do you know where he's from? Do you know what his past is like? Do you know, his past relationship, what happened to him? Does he know your past relationship? Does he know why you are a single mother? Does he know maybe why you left that marriage? Like here, you said that it was a very abusive relationship. You know, the boy's father was very abusive, so you left the marriage. Okay? This new guy that you are in love with, does he know that? My sister, it is time we get to know things and make sure it is safe. Safe. When you are sure of it, then the next thing, is it safe for you to introduce your child to him? Is it safe? Is it safe physically? Is it safe psychologically? Is it safe emotionally? Is it safe socially? You don't want, the children can be mean. I'm being honest with you. Children can be mean. They don't mean to be mean, but they turn out to be mean. When he comes to school today, your child comes to school today and tell everybody, that's my daddy. That's my new daddy. And then the next 3 months, he's coming back again with another daddy. That's my new daddy. And then the next 5 months, he's coming back again to tell his friends, oh, that's my new daddy. Other children are going to say, how many new daddies are you going to have? And you don't know what that can do to a child. You don't know what that little question, that little teasing, that little, joke can do to your son. My sister, please, is it safe to introduce him to your child? The first one, like I said, be sure of what you're doing. Is this real love, or you just infatuated, or you are lusting and thinking you're loving? Sometimes when we lust over somebody, we think is love. So, my sister, are you sure you are loving and you're not just lusting? That's number one. Be sure of what you are before you take it to that turn. Number two, is it safe for you to take this relationship to him? Is it safe? In every ramification, in every aspect, is it safe for you to take this relationship to him? And the third one says, where do you think this relationship is going? Is it leading to marriage? Is it just a one night stand? Is it just a drive-by relationship? Is it just, oh, he's handsome, he's paying my bill, so I'm gonna stick here while he pays my bill, but I don't want to marry him. I'm just there for the money. Is it? So ask yourself, where is it going to? The only time I think, and it can be 2 months, it can be 3 months, it can be 4 months, it can be 7 months. I'm not gonna put a time frame on it, my sister. But the only time I think it is okay to introduce your man to your child is when you are sure of what that feeling you have, what that feeling is. Number two, it is safe to bring that man to your child. And number three, you know where that relationship is going. We are getting married, we are engaged, we are about to plan our wedding, then your child can get to know. Don't go drag your son into all this mess that is not even necessary. Don't drag your daughter into all this mess that is not necessary. Don't let your child begin to see that every man that comes leaves because maybe mommy is not. Children, they don't know. So in his little head, he's thinking, oh, Mr. John came, 3 months he left. Then Mr. Okechukwu came, 3 months he left. Then Mr. Stevens came, 3 months he left. Either mommy is a bad woman or men are just dogs. This little child is processing so many things. Oh, is it my fault? Then they start thinking, is it my fault? Maybe I was a bad boy. That's why they left. Nobody stays with mommy because I'm a bad boy. Now he's trying to blame himself for things that don't even concern him. My sister, I am begging you in the name of God. I am begging you, please, my sister. I had already written the reply to you, but I wanted to share this with my unit because there are some other sisters here that are still in the same dilemma. They don't know what to do. They are like, what do I do? How do I go about it? You are in love, all well and good. It's good to be in love. But my sister, are you in love or are you in lust? Are you in love or you are fond of somebody? Is that person your acquaintance? Is that person somebody you're fond of? Now you're thinking is love. Now you want to bring him to your son. No, sweetie. If you know is love, then let us take it to where it's supposed to go. Let's put a ring on it. Let's know what it is, and then we take it safely to our children. We take it safely. You can now take it safely to your son, so that your son is seeing mommy is in love, mommy is planning her wedding, mommy is getting married to this person on this day. The boy knows exactly where this is going. Don't drag your children into things that don't concern them. That don't bring trauma that child doesn't need into his or her life. Please, my sister, you are loving, you're falling in love, he's falling in love. Gladly tell him, since he keeps asking, he needs to meet your son. Tell him, my brother, my lover, whatever you call him, you know what? I don't want to take this to my son until I'm sure of what we're doing and where it is going. When I know where it is going, then I can take it to my son, because I don't want tomorrow, if something happens, then it means I'm bringing every man I meet to my son, and nothing ever is gonna work. Is gonna work. I don't want to do that to my child. It's not good for him psychologically. It's not good for him mentally. It's not good for him emotionally. It's not good for him socially either. So I'm not gonna do that to my son. And if that man actually loves you, he should be able to understand that. If that man truly loves you, he should know that you are right on the money. You are right on top. You are right at it. You just hit the nail on the head. And if he loves you, he's going to wait and then take this thing to the next level and then have the pleasure of meeting your wonderful son. Okay? So, my uniques, that is my own 5 cents. If you have something different, you have something to add, remember to go to the comment section, write it down there. Should my sister that wrote this email, should she introduce her man to her son? They have only dated for 3 months. And according to her, he loves me, I love him. So why shouldn't my son know about it? My own opinion, nehi kaba. No, no, no. No, it is not yet time. That's my opinion. He has to pass through these 3 stages. Are you sure of what you're doing? Number 2, is it safe to bring him around? Number 3, where is this going? If you find that and you can answer these 3 questions, then my sister, it is time you introduce him to your son, okay? Remember to give us a thumbs up, share the video, and please subscribe to the channel. I need you to come join moi in my family, all right? You see that red button there? What? Let me give you 2 seconds. Go ahead, click on it. Come on, go ahead, go ahead. I'll wait for you. Go on. You click on it. Just wait a little bit. You see the bell? Click on that bell. That bell means whenever I go live like this, you will get a notification and you come and join me. All right? You will be with me right here live, talking with me, answering questions with me, and we're doing it. All right? I love you guys. Remember, you are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. That is why you are unique. Be kind to yourself and to each other. Mwah. Bye bye.